What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, I will be viewing Catfish Season 3, Episode 2. Antwane and I think, what is it, Tony? Or Anthony? Antwane? Well, you get what I'm saying. So, Max and, of course, Nev have been, services. They, I've been, of course, been asked about again. By the way, before I start this, not forgetting, you know what. Shout out to my YouTube fam, all new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, click the description button below and like and share this video. But anyway, y'all, let's get back to what's at hand. Now, this chick named Carmen calls on behalf on her cousin. She called herself because she believed her cousin is getting catfished by this dude. Now, Antwane has been talking to this dude named Tony, Anthony, whatever, for about 3 years. Now, I don't know, say quote, quote, that, Antwane has not been talking to nobody else, if he just been saving himself for this person who has, he not even seen the picture. I mean, it's like the equipment, he didn't even meet this dude, through, any social media or nothing like that. He met this dude, with them chat lines, be like, call me now, it's free. Girls 18 and over, call this line. One of them type of chat things. The free lines where people can hook up still that, or talk to people like party lines and all this stuff. So, he, for whatever reason, gets in touch, even calling these lines. Like I said, he's never been on social media. Maybe he doesn't like it, whatever. And so, that's what it was. So they go and meet her cousin Carmen before they meet Antwane, right? And Carmen, interesting enough, even decides to give him an example of the phone call calls, because she asked him, and she's sitting here calling, she said something, and this is a hint, y'all. She said some comment about, she changes her voice, because they know she changed her voice, kind of like, hi, my name is Daisy, or Destiny, or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And the purpose of doing that is really because of, she said her voice is a little deep, but she uses that, or the phone line thing herself. So they met Antwane. Antwane is a that's in between jobs. Sometimes he babysits. Sometimes he does hairstyles. But he's kind of like, seem like to himself. Like I said, he really don't like doing social media. This guy's problems are how he has this patch. He's going by based on what these words, which we already know words are very powerful. Forget that stick and stone thing. Okay. So, anyways. They gotta do the information. See, Antwane, better yet, what even makes this situation scratch you gotta scratch my head more is the fact is, this person, not only has he not met a scene, he waits for his call. That's the only way that Antwane talks to Tony is through this, okay? And so he has to wait in his call from call him every day, talk to him once a day, whatever, blah, 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 and get all these promises and everything else. And of course, suppose he was up there in Cincinnati, but never met him at all, such and such. So of course, it's time for Max and Nev to do their next thing, do their little search. And the only guy is this one number. Of course, it shows up private when they do one search or unlisted, they can't find it. Then they find some weird link to, I guess, the number, some type of Google's another search, and it goes to link, I think, somebody named Diane, and the link to the person related to him is this Anthony Smith. The only Smith they find is a person that is incarcerated. So they even show the person's face or whatever, and apparently they might think it might be a dude that's calling from prison or whatever. But then when you kind of think about, I thought about this here, if somebody's calling from that, wouldn't they get like, if you're going to accept this call, unless they got one of them sneak them phones in where they're at, whatever, make calls every day, 9 times 10 they call from there, it's usually, press 1 or press 0. I'm just saying. So, you got them, of course, sitting here, thinking the stats. So they take the information to Antwane next day, and he just like, oh my gosh, what is going on, blah, blah, blah. Once they show him the picture, okay? Because like I say, they tied it. So, of course, they're going to do their search to find this person. Because all they got, like I said, is this number. So they go, to a couple places. One looks like, one of his apartments, whatever, buzzing, whatever. They, even Antwane know, like, they trying to just buzz people's things. They don't know who the hell it is. They're going to come out a gun, whatever the thing is, keep real goes wrong, whatever the hell is going to happen. So, you got Nathan Max sitting up here dealing with this person. They like, no, you got a wrong person. Then a lady comes out and they're asking if she Diane and stuff. And she's like, no. And they even ask, well, do you have anybody named Sniff? Sometimes Nev and, Max be doing it for the most sometimes and shit. So they're up there looking in the mailbox. She's like, there's nobody here. And then they go to somebody's house. And the girl named coincidence is Diane, this lady, whatever, and they asked if anybody sniff, and they said, about family search, I'm there. If he doesn't say he's from the show Catfish or anything, but I know she probably from the TV or something, because they said with video camera stuff like that, they're just, strangers and stuff like that. You don't know, some strange people just on your net. And they're up there asking, like, do you know anybody named Sniff? And she said her father's last name, I think she said, was Sniff, or whoever they were talking about. But she doesn't have that same last name. But she doesn't know nobody, Anthony, And, of course, the cousin Carmen is with them, by the way, and they're trying to find Tony where he's at, or get a closure. Because they had to convince Antwane. Because first, Antwane, once he heard some of this information, once tired of the thing and the list, he was already like, I want to close. I don't want nothing to do with this person anymore. I want to just change my number and everything. And that was that. And so, when they're on this wild goose chase or whatever, and searching for Tony, whatever, in third or fourth place, who knows how to do the editing, we get to this one particular building, could have been a house, whatever, and it turns out that it did look abandoned, and it was. The person, based on the sign of violation code, whoever was there had left a month ago. So, Antwane's like, what is going on here? I've been waiting, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, it's kind of like, consider circumstances. Now, last week we had more a little background story, or maybe like the dude that was being catfished had like maybe possibly some attachment things, or was over attached, and a lot of people were attached to this person that they met through a picture through Facebook. This thing is like some other line stuff that we won't be able to get into this issue, because we found there's something wrong with both. With him, because you have to wonder, like, does he have any friends? I mean, like I said, because nobody, just because the internet is so popular and everybody's attached, whether you like it or not, you have to have some access to and or social media or the internet now. That's just unfortunate. That's just the way how it is, whether you like it or not. But it's just, not everybody uses the internet. There's still some people don't have Facebook and or Twitter or even be on YouTube, to be honest with you. So, that's not surprising there, but just to put so much trust on based on somebody just a word, since it's been 3 years, and it's like, are you call me your friend? You go, I know you got to go outside occasionally and all this stuff. It just seems like, okay, some other stuff we not gonna know this episode, or maybe at all. It's just a lot of underlying stuff. I just gotta say, like, that might, that's a case study type of situation. And so, all of a sudden, when they go to this house, this last house, in a minute, like I said, everybody's like, what the heck, just this, sitting there like wild goose chase. Then Carmen's like, you know why you can't find Tony? Because me. It's because me. This bitch, because she claims her revenge is because he called Fat Callie Price. But you got a secret, and you are a big girl. What is the problem with, I'm sorry. Anyway, but I mean, the truth is that you're going to that extreme just because he said, well, he's called me names and blah, blah, blah. But you taking out the time to change your voice, next minute, oh, my name is Ricky. I mean, I'm just saying this, that is too much to be dealing with, okay? And so, she up here like, and what? Deal with it, whatever. I catfish everybody. I'm on the TV. Look at me, I'm on the TV. She's thinking like, just because fame, this is actually some good, reference or something. It's like that. No, not only is making you look foul, it's making people look at you sideways. It's already an embarrassment with him, or that matter, putting him on the screen. But at the same time, it makes you look like, okay, you foul, and whoever else you possibly connect, not just, business connections and stuff, but this also have people that you might already know, or possibly know for personal, good personal relationship. People gonna be looking at you like, go on, bitch. That's pretty much, what we get from this. So, like I said, she's trying to clarify, I catfish people all day. She acting like that's a badge of honor. Really? She's like, okay, and so what? Deal with as usual. So, of course, by that time, Nev and Max are, kind of actually even pissed off their own. So, they tell her to ride with the producer of the show. Because she's just, she's just like, okay, whatever type of thing. So, they end up, I think, going the next day afterwards. Of course, he dropped in while he's pissed and embarrassed. Because, you know, I think the betrayal is even worse because this is his cousin that is doing this mess. And so, all of a sudden, the next day when they go see Antwane was like, didn't want the cameras on him, nothing like that. He was like, why y'all follow me? You know, and it's kind of like, he must have not seen the Catfish show before, because the way he was acting like that, usually regardless of the results, once you find out whether the person is real or not or whatever is going on, you usually find out the next day. So I said, and they went and they got in touch with Carmen and Nev and Max. If y'all heard them, you know, before they got in her house or whatever, they were just like, you know, let's talk her like the cameras ain't on. And an interesting thing was when she sat in there and she's just like, they're like, okay, basically like, okay, what's your story? Why did you do this? She's like, basically like, well, y'all don't need any answers and nothing like that. And so what, I do this, whatever, y'all shit, y'all ain't shit, whatever, shit, people be shit, whatever she was talking about. And then Nev was like, okay, so you're saying like, I'm not shit or something here, shit, and that's your word you're using? Okay, here, there. There's something along those lines. All I know is some people when you see only half the body, you know, you see from at least down here it's a stomach, lower body, and they sit here like, come on, you about to sabotage your own soul. You ain't about to be making fun of nobody, nothing like that, because the way she talks, okay. But I guess Nev and Max were, you know, realized like, ooh, shit, we are trying to get to season 4.5. So they thought about it, and they went in there and they apologized for it, but it was just like they were just so frustrated about the stream that she went, okay. I guess, I don't know if it's going to be every episode or majority of episodes that everybody's going to be like, I'm going to sabotage your life, okay, type of thing, you know. So, because, you know, like I said, even earlier, she was saying my Catfish is about basically fooling somebody and stuff like that, and basically playing the game. And they were trying to explain to her when they were still in the snow and, you know, before they had the day, you know, when I say day before when she revealed, like, ta-da, bitches. That, you know, she's sitting here making like Catfish don't mean the person got fall in love or whatever, and it's kind of like, oh, well to her. I'm just like, what type of soap opera shit is this? So, she's claiming like, she's claiming still like, well, you know, sometimes this stuff being on TV and stuff like that, and you know, she is so focused on willingness to push over everybody to get some exposure, and thinking like, all exposure is good exposure. Girl, you just gonna be, people gonna be probably sitting there, you got a Twitter, somebody that's like, you fat Kelly Price, bitch. I'm just saying, you know, since you want that exposure and stuff, and you claim that Antwane's talked to you any type of way, whatever, it's still other ways. You just hadn't had to be bothered with him. That's number one. Number two, you didn't have to be bothered. Number three, you could have said you're not gonna talk me to the way. Also knows you don't have to be bothered with him. Yeah, okay, you could have did all those, okay? But you know, it was still really no justification, but like I said, there's some stuff obviously with her that she feels that she has to do that or whatever the thing is. So, of course, in the standstill, you know, they pick up Antwane the next day, I guess, hotel to get him out, and, you know, wherever they were at, I don't know if they were the hotel room, the lobby, whatever, some lounge, and he just had on his coat. He felt comfortable with his coat, and he basically like, I'm done with Carmen. I have nothing else to do with her. You know, I'll move on with my life, whatever. So, of course, they do the 1 month follow-up afterwards. But, you know, he did also think about a way for the experience and whatever. So he kind of was like, he's just going to go and move on. But anyways, y'all. A month later, things are looking good for Antwane so far. At least with, it's his first time able to use the video chat. And even then, I guess he was like, okay, I'm ready to go off the stage. So I don't know if he's ever going to go back to, you know, on the chat or anything, or, you know, video. But he is saying he's off them phone lines things, and chats, he's no longer doing that. He's no longer talking to Carmen, and she's the one doing it wrong. So I don't know if they will get back together now. But as far as right now, like I said, he's also about to get, I guess he's getting a call for a job janitorial service, but it pays $10 an hour, so hopefully that works well for him. And that is that. And so as far as right now, he's just, you know, he's kind of just taking time to himself. I think that's what he was saying. So when they talk to Carmen, Carmen's like, it's a month late. She's been up there Planet Fitness or whatever for 3 times a week or whatever, trying to get her health together. There's nothing wrong with that. But she said, I guess she tried calling me. He's not answering the call, so she's just like, oh well, whatever. And she first didn't feel, I think that's what also she said when they came back to her again. She first didn't feel bad, but I know she feel bad about the things she's just learning there. But she's no longer supposedly catfishing anybody else anymore, ever since that confrontational that she actually brought on herself. And so, what's up? I had to rewind this part because I was like, God damn, really? When the last part when they basically was like, okay then, well, nice meeting you, Tony, and nice meeting you too, or something. I couldn't do it, but her voice, she was able, like the voice earlier, and she able to manipulate really well. I'm just saying that, you know, maybe, you know, they got jobs where they're doing voice, you know, voiceovers or whatever, or some type of cartoon, whatever. Maybe she could do that. I'm just saying. What is it, Regina King? What is it, Regina King, whatever, for, you know, with the Boondocks, whatever. I'm just saying she could do, you know. So, anyways, y'all, I was like, this episode, I gotta shake my head. Anyway, have a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I would definitely see y'all in the next video. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. Y'all take care.